up, man? Early getting that paper, huh?
Still got bagged.
What happened?
Dirty, I got bagged.
Boy, what happened, son?
Sitting on the fucking roof, man.
Who?
Yeah, man.
You going?
Shopping center. I got still working.
Nitty. Looking up and down the block with a pocket full of rocks. Runner on my hip with some loud in my sock. Watching for the cops, for my eyes on the collar. Trying to put a big ass cupid on my collar. Air Max 95, my dope boy kicks. Trying to put other lips on the dope boy dick. Gotta driving me around while I'm making on my hits. Seen 100 grams on bitch, Twitter was a friend. You think I'm rich, so with a kid, fucked up, I know, but that's how it is. What you want is rough sex, and she let a nigga live. Staying in the projects on the first floor. In my line anytime, don't be knocking at the door. Close the blinds, lock doors when we cooking up the roll. Straight drop out the pot, guaranteed to want more, and I got more. Yeah, I got it, nigga. Yeah, I'll serve it, nigga.
I'm out here smoking weed, speaking, all that, dog. Fuck that, that's me.
Yeah, I got it, nigga. Yeah, I'll serve it, nigga. Let's go.
Young dope nigga, known for selling dope, nigga. Call me anything you want except a broke nigga. Shit was looking bad, I gave my hood hope, nigga. No feelings in this game, I serve whoever smoke, nigga. Hustle by any means, 2 times I sold soap, nigga. My hood like quicksand and they ain't throwing ropes, nigga. Gotta grind for my son, paint that perfect picture. But I can't get him what he need just by making wishes. So I be working every day, but I ain't punching clocks. Minimum wage and paying bills, so I play the block. Doing magic with this Yola jar in a pot. You ain't buying nor selling while you in the spot. Fragrance saying in my hood the way I serve the rock. I serve you anywhere, anytime, any block. Ain't got no plastic, take it in your hand, it's ready rock. I got that shit that made Bobby Joe Millie rock.
Yeah, I got it, nigga. Yeah, I'll serve it, nigga.
I'm out here smoking weed, speaking, all that, dog. Fuck that, that's me.
Yeah, I got it, nigga. Yeah, I'll serve it, nigga. Yeah, I'll serve it, nigga.
I'm saying they got fucking wrong out there in Omaha. Right now, man. They fucking probably got keys, man. It's crazy, man. This stupid motherfucking knowledge, man. As soon as he gets knocked, calls my crib from out there. What the fuck is wrong with this nigga? That's your man. You sure it's fast? Stop, get down on the fucking bed when I see him.
Welcome to the smoke session, y'all. Hope y'all been chilling. Oh, been maintaining. It was a great fight week this weekend. So I was supposed to come on last night, but I fell asleep. So let's get this recap going on. So I look up early, you know what I'm saying? Well, first let me give his credit his due with Mr. Chocolito, who it looked like Father Time just caught up with him in that fight. He just looked a little bit off, a little bit just a little bit behind, just you know, but it looked like he came in there and knew that was gonna be his last hoorah when it came down to it. So let me get these shares going. You stupid. You should already know. Yeah, Facebook make the shit hard. Anyway, but
StreamYard is one of the easiest softwares I've ever used.
Watching that fight, just checking up on it because I didn't pay for it. But that card, that was a pretty good card. Another thing I was gonna ask, we think I had the best card this week, but I think that fight with Chocolito and Estrada, that was after I went back and watched it, that was definitely a good fight. But I just could look and tell that Chocolito was just past his prime. Estrada seemed to be never in trouble. He was never worried. Nothing ever came of it. Like he never, like he lived on the ropes. I was looking, just moving around. Looked like he just got ready to just pop in whenever he felt like it. And whenever Gonzalez Chocolito got close to either like trying to do something, just on that shit. He just got him up off and he got him up off in any way he wanted to, and then just went to the middle of the ring and just beat him up. Give me 1 second, real fast. Sorry about that, technical difficulties. So now that they had that trilogy, I was listening to the commentators for the zone, just trying to make another fight real quick for no reason. That shit ain't bro. That shit over with. Like one judge, the judge that gave it a draw, they was being nice. You know, they probably was like, you know, the old guard. He stood the test of time. Um, I never from watching it, from actually going back and watching it, I didn't see Estrada was ever in any danger. Even when he got hit clean, he just walked up off the ropes. He looked, but he came. In my eyes, he came knowing that Chocolito was coming for war, so he came for a 12-round fight. He, be truly honest with you, he probably came for a 15-round fight. I'll be truly honest with you, I feel that way because he seemed to be ready for everything Chocolito was gonna throw. He got off on him early in the first part of the fight, so that was his way of like coasting the rest of the way, you know, because he knew Chocolito was gonna pick his spots and light up the crowd and just, you know, try to win on some Ali Sugar Ray Leonard type shit. The crowd hype, you know, a couple good shots, but his power shots weren't the same as Estrada power shots. And Estrada power shots was coming off a counter. So he, you know, and you know, I mean, I was saying this to somebody the other day. You got to get the old guard up out of there. No matter how you do it, you know, if you're old, you gotta let one of the older motherfuckers know, hey man, it's your time. Like I'm just like you. Nah, you ain't just like me. It's your time. And then, you know, because boxers aren't gonna walk away. You gotta put them away. Like the greats, the ones that are warriors, the ones that, you know, they do it for the love and the money, that's all they know, and everything that's like this is their whole life. You're gonna have to put them away. They're not gonna walk away from the sport. Those guys are gonna be put away. So Chocolito, I think he probably got maybe a year left in the sport. Get a couple of bags and be an ambassador for his country. Maybe be a trainer or something. Because I would hate to see him be a gatekeeper. Because he's 35 years old. Estrada was 32. But those 3 years make a hell of a lot of difference with wear and tear on your body and wars that you've been in. You know what I'm saying? And I think Chocolito probably an undercard fighter from here on out. And nothing else. I wouldn't like a title shot would be for a certain fighter. That probably would be, unless they know that they got a great chance of beating Chocolito. Nah. They're not gonna give him. They're gonna fade him out. It's about that time to fade him out. Ain't nothing wrong with it. It happens in sports. Very few guys get that Jordan moment, that Elway moment, that Jerome Bettis, riding off into the sunset as the greatest one. Very few. If I'm not mistaken, let me see something real quick. Yeah, homeboy got somebody, homie got Zab on, so everybody gonna be on that. I don't blame him. He has that. He pulling out all his connections and from boxing and shit. But Zab's from Brooklyn anyway, so niggas from Brooklyn gonna look out. They gonna show love. You know what I'm saying? So but yeah, Estrada, his time is now. He got nothing else. He's got to make whatever he got left. He won the trilogy. Now you're a name. You can somebody's going to try to knock you off, or it's up to you to go out there and have you a quick little reign, or not a quick, but have you a reign real fast, because you're going to be exactly where Chocolito was in a few years. Because the way you fight, you know what I'm saying, straight up in the pocket, really no movement. Or maybe you just fought him that way, but Father Time is undefeated. He don't catch everybody at the same time, but he gonna catch you. Sometimes you just gotta know when it's your time. Father Time culture ass. You can't do it like you used to. You know what I'm saying? These young boys are a little too fast, a little too strong. And your mind telling you one thing, and your body saying, nigga, that ain't going down. Just point blank, period. And it ain't nothing wrong with it. But usually in boxing, that's the worst place for that shit to happen. When you can't just walk away. Usually in boxing, they can't walk away because you're stuck. You gotta make some more money. The money dry up. You know what I'm saying? You want to, like AB said, they spend money heavy, and if you ain't got no real estate or I don't know, some a convenience. I mean, just anything, a convenience store, a grocery store, something. If you don't got a car lot, anything, a bar, somewhere you can just have revenue coming in, it's yours, you own it. Anything, you got to have something. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to have the craziest portfolio, just a gym that's lucrative. You got connections, so people gonna come through and see. You got boxers or people like when they come through, or they want to train somewhere that's official, people ain't got no problem to go in there. But a lot of boxers are stuck. So I hope that Estrada have it, get his bag in these next couple of years because you just finished the trilogy. I don't want to see no fourth fight, and that'll be it. And now I'm on to the other fight card with another controversial fight with Daniel Dubois and his opponent Lorena. Daniel Dubois got hit really hard that first time, and instead of taking punishment in a heavyweight fight, he showed great ring generalship. Now, I do think his counterpart should have been given a little bit more leeway because he had Dubois in trouble early because it's heavyweight, shit can happen. But I kind of think they kind of gave that fight to Dubois. They're gonna make him. I think they're gonna build him up as much as they can, and then they're gonna hand him over to Jared Anderson if they can't give him to Tyson Fury first, or just have him in the ranking. Just what I'm saying. It's always to have somebody good in the ranking, but I don't. He got some power because when he hit Lorano, when he hit him with that 1-2, he went that straight right hand and sat him on his ass. Yeah, because when he had him on the ropes and he was pounding him. Let me pause. When he was pounding on him, Lorena hit him with a mean hook that made his ass take a few steps back and think about it. You know what I'm saying? But he knew he had Lorena hurt, so he just kept. He kept going. When it comes to the 3 knockdowns, if there's no 3 knockdown rule, that man can, he took a mean punch to his equilibrium. After that, he took a punch, fell back. He took another knee, like, something ain't right. Because he threw a punch and was like, he felt himself being off, and it just didn't work. And so then he took another he took another knee. He was like, yeah, he got out. He was like, let me get out of this. I need to go sit down and just get my thoughts together. Come in the next round, he beat the shit out of him. So I don't know if it was fixed, but I kind of think that, they did stop that fight prematurely in my eyes, but it is heavyweight, so you got to be cautious. But Dubois did have the sense and the ring generalship to be able to get past the
Open this. Can you open this?
to get the referee to let him fight, and then when he felt something coming, he just took a knee and chilled out.
Watch me.
What's going on, bro? Yo, if you ain't busy, man, I would send you the link, but you probably at work. But yeah, I think he that was great ring generalship to take both knees. What? Take the knee and just be able to I'm gonna put it up. Cause I think him taking that knee twice, that saved him in the fight. And people don't understand that. They just like, the fight was fixed. Nah, the fight ain't fixed. You gotta know the rules. That man knew the rules. That's what kept him in the fight. Being able to know that that it's a, you know what I'm saying? Like he had the wherewithal to know there was a 3 knockdown rule, even while having his bell fucking rock. You know what I'm saying? So to me, that speaks volume. Oh, Jack, take that. I hate putting this shit in. 7 and 6. There go the link right there, bro. You gotta do is click it. Put everything in like it's supposed to. Yeah. So I think it was good for him to that he was able to take those 2 knees. The fact that he was able to do that, he was able to save himself. In that first round, because you don't want to be at the heavyweight that everybody, they giving you praise and then motherfucker hit you with a roundhouse punch to your damn temple and now you can't fucking understand nothing. So, but I think it was great ring generalship for him to take the knee twice. Hold on real fast. But yeah. That go big, bro.
Yo, he.
What's going on, bro?
What is it? What's happening?
Hey man, I'm talking about, I got a little list right here of the fights, I think Father Time caught up to Chocolito.
I didn't even see the fight, you know what I'm saying, Smoke?
Yeah, I think Father Time caught up to him in the first couple rounds. Estrada was able to like coast. And then, even though Father Time caught up to him, up top kick man, and he was able to make it look good.
All right. That was the third fight too, right?
Yeah, that was the third fight. He never made Estrada look like he was in trouble. Like anytime Estrada like took a couple clean punches, he just moved him up off the ropes, and then got back to the center of the ring.
My thing is, how are you gonna have a quiet heavyweight fight, Tyson Fury, Chisora? That shit was a quiet fight. Like it was.
It was because it was over there, but it was quiet over here.
That's crazy, man.
It was a daytime fight too. That's why. Yeah,
man. I'm just saying the promotion, everything was just weak on that shit, man. You know what I mean?
Well, you know what too? They did 60,000 in the building.
Oh, of course, over there.
So yeah, they ain't even. And then it was 2 of them. It's 2 of them. Is Chisora and Fury. They really didn't care if America saw it.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say.
They didn't care. Like we got 60,000 in the building at what? $80 a pop, maybe. Like shit ain't crazy like that. 60,000 in the building. Them motherfuckers is paid, man.
Oh yeah, that's crazy.
And yo, this something that Sean was saying.
What's that?
There's 30 million split between those two.
Oh, word?
Tyson Fury got 25, and he got like 25 and some change. And Chisora got like close to 4, like 3.8 or like 4, some shit like that.
Wow. Tyson Fury got all that money for a bogus fight. That's crazy.
And what you call got, and we ain't got no, and they ain't got no money for Bud and Earl.
Man, look, I don't even be thinking about that fight no more, Pop.
Yeah, me neither. I just put that one out there. I put that one out there.
So, did I send you the article with Eddie Hearn? Where you said that fight ain't gonna do that. Avin, whatever his name is, ain't gonna do 10,000.
Yeah, I he said that.
Yo, that shit's crazy. He might be right though, man.
He might be, but
I'm telling you.
was it like did you see what happened with Boo Boo?
He on the undercard.
Signed to Showtime.
Right.
So
I ain't too caught up on Boo Boo though, man.
I'm just saying, what made you leave from over there? Like, and like, you know what I'm saying? Like, because at first you were saying you was all Eddie Hearn, the guy, and this, that, and the third, but it's so much you can only bullshit when you like, yo, man, you ain't getting me no fights. If I'm in a certain color, you ain't getting me no fights.
It's a fact. That's why I say, man, you could be a superstar fighter or whatever, but if you're not with the proper team, man, you're not gonna get that love, man.
You ain't give me no love, like,
you know what I mean?
You ain't give me no fights, bro. Like Triple G on the same fucking network. You mean to tell me you can't sanction this fight? It's
easy. But I told you, man, them promoters be scared, man. I told you that. They scared. They scared.
I was saying, I'm like, so he ran over to Showtime, and like I've been saying, everybody like, well, what is Showtime gonna do? Why they ain't making these fights? Look, that budget mean like let's stop talking about the punches for a second.
Right.
Talk about punching the numbers for a second.
That's what matters.
That's what matters. Let's punch numbers for a second. Look at this card that they just made.
What are you talking about with Tank Garcia and Andre and somebody else? You talking about
Who's on that card?
Oh man!
I told you, didn't I tell you they was gonna load up on cards?
Yeah.
I said that? I said, yo, they're gonna load up on cards this year because they gotta prove that they can be marketable to Paramount. Fuck Showtime.
Right. Because
they gotta prove they're gonna be marketable.
Paramount trying to do their thing. You know?
You see, Paramount already gave soccer that big ass budget.
Oh yeah.
So they gotta why are we gonna give you, let's say, okay, Al, why are we gonna give you $250 million?
Sure.
Why? Why are we gonna give you that? All this talk about on YouTube about Bud, Earl, Tank, Devin, Ryan, Shakur.
Ain't nobody boxing.
And I'm about to tell you why. Like now that I know, when I see this card, when Floyd said, listen, he was nice to us. He said, yo, that fight ain't happening, man. Y'all gonna talk about something else. He come back not too long later, like, yo, didn't I tell y'all niggas this fight ain't happening? Stop listening to these niggas. It ain't happening this year.
For real.
Now I know why. I started to put it together. I let everybody just keep talking. Everybody, even the smartest of the smart. Yeah, that's not what's going on. What's going on is they're going to load up on these cards, man.
Wow.
Listen, if this was last year, they would have had Boots headlining.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
They got Boo Boo and Boots.
Yep, on the undercard.
On a Tank undercard. All that's East Coast.
Tank fighting to nobody.
He's you know what he is? He's holding up another division.
Yeah.
Because the homies champ at 130.
I'm gonna tell you something too.
Yeah.
About we talking about the division. Lopez Teofimo, he going to junior welterweight, man. That's a strong division, man. You hear me?
Yeah.
He better be prepared.
Yo, I said that shit is gonna be the most interesting division in boxing.
I'm telling you, man. Junior welterweight, serious, man.
Yeah.
Word. That's a fact. So, we'll see Saturday.
Yeah, I think it's I think niggas is And that division, king of that division is a toss up.
Yeah.
140.
Yep.
And you know what's crazy? Like I'm starting to look and see how he moving. Yo, here's the funny shit. Tank still has that WBA regular belt
Yeah.
at 140.
Regular
Yo,
belt.
he can let
Yep.
them niggas beat the shit out of each other and slide right on up there for a fight, win, and then slide back down. Like he pulling a Canelo shit, bro. If
Yeah.
you notice between 130 and 140, he pulling Canelo shit.
Yeah. Facts.
Word up. Like niggas can't do nothing about it neither. Because if you need the money, dude, you gotta fight him for the
Because
money.
he could be lightweight champ and have the WA regular at junior welterweight. Defend that belt for a check. Defend the lightweight. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he yeah.
Because he about to knock. Like, okay, I'm not just gonna say it, but he's gonna knock out. In my mind, he's gonna knock out this guy he about to fight.
Well, of course he is.
Okay, so homie not gonna be the same.
He's gonna knock Ryan Garcia out too.
But I'm just saying, homie not gonna be the same after Tank knock him out. So you know what I'm saying? He not just gonna jump right back up and go down.
No, you know. Because when they get knocked out, that's a psychological thing, man.
Yeah. I'm saying to myself, it's gonna take him 3 to 4 months psychologically.
Yeah, he got to get it back together, his mind, mentally, you know.
And then 3 to 4 months physically after that fight, then heal and properly. And so the 130-pound division gonna be held up because, bro, you know who got belts at 130? Like this shit is getting like they got to fight, and I believe that Al he loading up cards this year. Why should he load up cards?
He got Pop. He got 400 fighters, man.
He's gonna look, but you know
he gotta do something.
You know who still got the WBA belt at 130?
Who?
You gonna laugh your ass off. I'm trying to tell you.
The WBA is like oh man, you know. It's all about
the you gonna laugh. You gonna laugh. I pull up for this young guy that be rocking with us now, Big Blunts in boxing. He was
hold on. I think Big Blunts in boxing.
Yeah.
I think I conversed with him before.
Right. Yeah.
Who got that featherweight title?
At 130?
Yeah.
At 130. No. The WBA is who what's it called for the fight? Tank. Hank the
No. You said I'm not gonna believe who got the WBA at 130. I'm like, who are you talking about?
Not at 130, at 126.
Shit, junior featherweight. Who?
No, it's regular featherweight. It's super featherweight at 130.
Yeah, super.
So featherweight is Leo Santa Cruz.
That's who got the belt? But how did he get the belt? When did he fight for it?
He been had the belt.
Even when Tank knocked him out, he had the belt?
Yeah. He had a belt at 132.
So the title wasn't on the line then.
Not the 126, the 130-pound belt he had was on the line. They was fighting for the 130-pound belt. He ballooned up. Now here's the crazy shit. The guy that beat Gary Russell, doesn't have the WBC belt anymore.
Why? He stripped him?
Nah, Ray Vargas beat him, I think.
Oh, okay.
So, and they only have Gary ranked in the WBC at 126.
Yeah, come on, they be sitting on Gary. Gary's a vet, man. You know?
So I say, yo, Gary. Now I'm looking at 130. There's 2 vacant belts. There's no WBC champ. No WBO champ because Shakur dropped the belts on the scale.
Mm.
So you got Garcia who about to be knocked out. So the WBA 130 belt ain't finna be defended. So you got what's this motherfucker name? Shadvakat Rakhimov.
Oh yeah.
He has no mandatories, Mike. Bro, you understand what I'm telling you?
What?
Number one, number two, nobody's there.
Wow.
Nobody.
Man. Yo, these commissioners, man, they're gonna have to step their game up, man.
So I was saying that at 130, if Gary moved up there, I mean, this is prime. This is for the opening. Because Chris Colbert got his ass whooped. He may need to come back down.
Hold on. That's the what's his name?
Chris Colbert got his ass whooped.
Nah, he called what he call himself?
He was calling himself B-Hop. I forgot what he was calling his new self.
That's the dude with the pink hair and shit, right?
Yeah.
I told Shalom he was gonna get his ass whooped. I told him that.
You know what I'm saying? We
told him that. You know what I mean? I told him that.
We like, yo, bro, this nigga is not the good. So, you know.
He called himself something, man. I forgot what the fuck.
He
from Brooklyn, right?
Yeah, at first he was calling himself, he was going by Lil B-Hop, but then he was like, I'm going to change my name. I ain't Lil B-Hop.
Yeah, because he changed to something else.
He changed his name. He started getting his ass, you know what I'm saying? He started
when he lost over the weekend?
Nah, he lost he lost this year bad. Motherfucker dropped him and everything.
Wow. See?
So he trying to move up.
He got on the camera running his mouth, but see what I'm saying? See?
What is he's ranked number 8 in the WBA. That's it. At 135. He trying to see at 130 it's open. He's ranked 14th in the WBC. Do I see his name anywhere else? Nah, see, yeah. Right about now, I see WBC open. They got Oshaki Foster and Eduardo Fernandez. They number 1, number 2. That's vacant. You got Archie Sharp and Oscar Valdez. But I think somebody's coming up. I think there's a kid from 126 moving up to fight him for that vacant belt. I think it's Navarrete. Somebody's moving up for that fight.
Navarrete kind of tough, you know?
Yeah. So I was trying to tell Blunts, I was like, yo, there's no way. I'm like, yo, they're not gonna let Gary become champion at 126 again.
Right. He should dump that division. Just go up, man.
Shah said he spoke to somebody close to him. He said that, you know, after the father and with the passion and that Gary's he's gonna concentrate more on his brothers.
One of his brothers lost though, didn't he?
That's why, because they feel like he really wasn't there all the way. You know, you come into a tough fight.
He wasn't.
And you ain't, you know, so they feel like, you know, and that was Gary, like I guess Gary's first fight by himself with him.
Right.
And the first one after they had the father, and then they had like the other brother get killed too.
I know. They've been through a lot, man.
They went through a lot this year, so Gary gonna get them back focused and make sure that they right. Like I don't even know which one was it the one that fight at 140? They lost?
Yeah. Junior welterweight. Yeah.
See, that's what I'm saying. Everybody was so high on him. Now, like their whole family got to recoup. So now, who runs this division?
Exactly.
Because the other brother fights at what, 122 or some shit like that?
Yeah, little weight.
So maybe he should go to Gary's division.
Yeah, and try to wipe it down.
And yo, did you see the top rank card? Because the zone card and the top rank card, they both was pretty good. You know, even if you pick one, they were both good for fans.
All right.
But before I get to my list, what you think of the co-main event with Daniel Dubois getting dropped? Basically getting dropped one time.
Four times.
But I feel like he got dropped one time, and the rest of them times he was like, "Nah, I ain't right."
Yeah, but he got up and got the job done. You know
That's
what I'm
saying? Like, what people
it can happen to
understand. That's ring generalship. That's ring generalship.
Right. It can happen to anybody, but the question is, what are you going to do behind it? You know what I'm saying?
See, like you talking about what he did is that man got hit with a roundhouse punch.
Hell yeah.
On the damn, like how Chris Tucker say, the double avocado.
and look, and Daniel was way bigger than that dude. You know what I'm saying?
But they had like we say, it's heavyweights. One punch can do it.
That's it. That's all it takes.
That man had the wherewithal to be like, hold on. Shit spinning, I see four of you.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? Hold on, wait, let me take this knee. Boom. He got back up. He threw the guy kind of like hit him. And he was like, nah, hell no. That still ain't right. Took another knee.
Facts.
He got back up. He threw a punch. He was like, hell no, I don't feel right. Like, he got on the bottom ropes. He was like, oh man, nah, hell no. He sat down again.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, what people don't understand is he just took a good, what, 3.5 minutes to get his damn thing to stop rattling, to get like all those 4 or 5 people to come back to one. You know what I'm saying? And he came back out and hit that man with a straight right and sat him on his ass that first time.
And what I respect about the boys is his last fight with that. Well, the fight before his last one with the eye injury, and you know most fighters get injured like that and lose. You know they psychologically be fucked up and they don't fight the same no more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They be afraid they're gonna get hit again. So I respect that he's going hard still. You know what I'm saying?
Now, I say this. Do you think that they stopped that fight prematurely? Because even though when he was hitting Homeboy with some punches, Homeboy hit him with a counter left that rocked him.
I see it like this, Pop. Look, if a fighter has a fighter injured or whatever, he snapped his head back or whatever, and the fighter that's getting his head snapped back, if he's not like focused and punching back, stop the fight, man. You feel what I'm saying?
Stop the fight?
Stop the fight.
Okay.
Stop the fight. Now, if you get your head snapped back, knocked up against the rope, but still you come back and you still punching and trying to do your thing, all right, ref, let him go. You know what I'm saying? But if your head snapped back and you're lackadaisical and your arms are, just wavy everywhere,
and your heavyweights. We got to make sure we put that in. This is heavyweight.
Right.
This is heavyweight. Like, you know what I'm saying? Motherfucker could knock you into a roll.
Anything could happen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So, but I was like, to me, I was like, they could have let it go a little bit, but it's heavyweight. And he hit him, and he was hitting him. But when I seen him hit Dubois with that left, and Dubois was like, he was like, oh, okay. But he kept punching. He kept the pressure up. Like, that's another thing I say. Like, he showed great ring generalship because I think he got popped. He just kept throwing punches to be like, yo, ref, either you going to drop or the ref going to stop it.
Right.
Yeah, right now. Like, we don't get paid for overtime, so I'm about to get the fuck up out of here. I already went down 3 times. I'm about to get the fuck up out of here right now.
All right, let me ask you something. How
Mhm.
you feel? How you feel about the boy Daniel in the heavyweight division, as far as like against like Anthony Joshua or Usyk or
I think, they
Wilder?
serve, I'm
What
gonna
are
tell
them
you right
dudes?
now.
What are them
They
dudes?
serving him up. I think they serving him up for Big Baby.
Yo, he gonna beat Big Baby, man. Big Baby's a big baby.
I'm talking about. I ain't talking about. I'm talking about Jared Anderson.
Oh, you talking about the other Big Baby?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, nah. That'll be a war right there. But I don't know. I think he'll lose against that Big Baby. You heard?
I don't know.
It'll be a war, man. I thought you was talking about the other Big Baby, the cheetah.
Nah, I ain't talking about the cheetah.
Wow.
Nah, I thought not him. They got the I'm talking about Jared Anderson. They gonna set him up for Jared Anderson.
He from Europe too, right?
Nah, Jared Anderson from Ohio.
Oh, I thought he was from Europe or some shit.
Yeah, I think the other one is from like I forgot. You know what I'm saying? But the Chief, I forget where he's from. But Jared Anderson, I see him. I'm gonna get to him in a little bit, but I see them serving like building Dubois to give him the Big Baby.
Okay.
Because you know, Big Baby gotta have a name on his resume coming up real fast, because he's gonna be next heavyweight champ, man. He's gonna be, you know what I'm saying? He's got the Tyson Fury movement. He's got the middle, you know what I'm saying? He just like, and I mean, like, he hit hard enough and he punched, he fight good enough that they said, yo, here, take all your money and go home a week early from sparring when he dropped Tyson Fury. They said, you go home. You can go ahead home. Everything good.
I don't like that shit.
Yeah.
Now you make this star look bad, they don't want to fuck with you.
But you know, he came in there like thinking he gonna whoop everybody, and you know, I don't think he knew nothing about Jared Anderson, because you know what I'm saying? Big Baby put that on him. That's when he came back and said, he was like, this guy right here is the next one. And he brought him back to camp. Like after he got in shape, he brought him back. And then they had good work.
That's what's up.
Yeah, and then he was telling everybody. I think he had an interview. He was saying, when this guy when he started looking for a title, I'm gonna retire. I'm gonna be gone. I'm not waiting around for this motherfucker.
Wow.
I'm not waiting around for him. You know what I'm saying? Because you got a heavyweight, a big heavyweight that's a combination fighter. What's you supposed to do with him?
Yeah. They don't come often.
So like, and Tyson Fury, like, this motherfucker is me, but he black. I ain't about to wait around for this shit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I think that they're gonna hand Joy Joyce right over to Big Baby. Maybe like, if not this, at the end of this year, maybe next year. Because you know, Top Rank gonna be able to compete with these cards. They already know what the PBC and Showtime about to try to put together. Top Rank not gonna be outdone.
I don't know, man. PBC the motherfuckers quiet right now.
Yeah, they quiet, but this card is different. And how they gonna be putting this card together?
I hear that.
Like, cause that's a Boots, Boo Boo, and Tank all on the same card. Somebody getting knocked the fuck out. Somebody getting beat the fuck up.
Oh, you know that.
So, I get that. I get that card $250,000 right now. I get that card $250,000 right now, easy. Just on that, like, Tank usually been carrying a card all by himself. like no other. Like you, like man, who these motherfuckers fighting on the tank car? You know, like hurry up and get to the damn tank fight.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But now that you know you got Boo Boo and Tank, I mean and Boots on the same card. Come on, word. And Boots got a pretty good opponent. I didn't see the guy, and Boo Boo got a pretty good opponent. You know what I'm saying? So,
but see, look, Boo Boo, man. I don't know, man. Boo Boo ain't been having super fights, man. He gotta have a super fight, man. You heard?
but yeah, hey, you know what he did to me? For me, babe, he took a step forward in his career, even though it's a little late. Going to Showtime.
Okay, but he still gotta have a super fight, man. You heard?
I mean, like who you think? Like we was talking about, like who these guys could fight. Who you think he could fight right now? I'll go back to the rankings right now. We know he can make 160 if he really want to.
So that's middleweight. So
there's Janovic with like when everybody was talking about he ducked Janovic. I think that fight was like I think he's like, yo, I'm tired of fighting these fucking nobody.
Yo, Paul, I just said he gotta have a super fight, man.
So he on Showtime. How can Charlo duck him?
Now, right there, they should set that up.
Now you got right now at 168, he could fight Morrell, Benavidez, Plant, Jacobs, Rocky Fielding.
He gotta stay. He gotta stay away from Benavidez. I'm just being honest, man. You know, stay away from him.
Stay away from that. Stay away from the monster.
Yeah, stay away from him, man. For real. Figure out somebody else. Toss a couple more names. You said Rocky Fielding. That's a wash up. That ain't no super fight.
So we got Rocky Fielding. Let me go back to these names.
Charlo's a super fight.
We got Plant. We got Daniel Jacobs.
He's washed up.
We got David Morrell.
David Morrell is kind of decent.
You got Edgar Berlanga. He's young. They're not going to have him over yet.
He knocked my fam out, but he ain't like that no more. You heard?
And you got Zach Parker and John Ryder. Like that's what you got at 160.
Yo, if you just name 6 fighters, 2 of them may be a super fight for him. You heard? That's well, I'll say 3. Benavidez, stay away from him. It's a super fight though. Charlo, super fight. And Caleb Plant, that might be a super fight. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, you know.
At 160, you wasn't getting the Golovkin fight then. You're not gonna get it now. I mean, maybe Showtime, I don't know. Showtime throw that bag, they may be able to get you that fight. But then you got Jamal Charlo, you got Jaime Mugia, you got Chris Eubank Jr.
I like Jaime. He's a beast. You heard?
Yeah.
Word.
I mean, like at 160, like it's. I'm gonna be real with you, big dog. I think that 160 is a fucking joke right now.
Right now it's watered down. It's mediocre.
Yeah, it's a big joke.
You know what I mean? It's mediocre. You know. I don't.
Yeah. So like Boo Boo. I mean, the best thing he can do at 160, if not Charlo. I mean, here we go. Charlo, Golovkin, Lara, Jaime, Eubank Jr., and Janet.
Triple G and Boo Boo, that'll be a decent super fight. You heard?
So I mean, now that he's at Showtime, it'll be crazy to me to see if they can make that fight from Showtime, but not on the zone. That would be like crazy retarded to me.
Yeah, that's a fact.
And the only other name I saw, not ranked but only other name I saw he could fight at 160, Danny Garcia.
You think Danny can handle middleweight? That's a lot of weight, Pop.
Yeah,
For
all I'm
140.
saying is
Listen, he
they
jumped
got
from
him ranked there, bro.
look. He jumped from welterweight, junior middleweight. You think he can handle that?
I'm not saying he can handle it. When you said names of you said
You said
names of
I
super fight.
said name some fighters, right?
You said names and super fight. I said at 160,
Right.
they got Danny at the WBA, they got Danny ranked number 8.
Wow.
At 160, he's ranked number 8.
And you know the sad thing about that is like WBA is like a throwaway belt right now. You feel me?
So
it's all
that's what
about
I'm telling
IBF
you.
and BC.
I mean, Sergio Martinez is still in here, bro.
Is he? Are you serious?
Sergio Martinez is ranked 3rd in the WBA at 160.
Wow.
You heard?
Wow. WBA.
My guy. Ohio runs boxing. What is going on, my guy? What's been going on?
What's good, man? Let me just drop in for a few minutes, man. Show you some love.
Where you been? Yo, man, you gotta give me some interviews, man. I know you've been moving and grooving. You gotta give me some interviews, bro. I'm gonna talk to you.
Okay. How you been, though? How everybody been, man?
We've been chilling. We recap. I ain't seen you in a minute. I tried to reach out. I don't even know what happened with the Facebook shit. I'm like, yo, this nigga name ain't even up there no more.
No, they took me off of Facebook, bro. It was kind of crazy. It was a blessing altogether, though, because they was going back 2 years ago, man, talking about I violated policies and then put me on like a last warning, which was dumb. Like the stuff that they were flagging me for was just unbelievable. They went back and said that I gave a girl a compliment. I said, "Dang, you the bomb," and they said that was offensive. Facebook. I guess the bomb word shouldn't be used. I guess now that's a new flag word. Bomb. You can't say bomb anything. And I'm like, wow, bro. I had a joke that I said too. That's when the flag got taken down. When I said when I was talking about Jeffrey Dahmer's, I said that Pizza Hut is coming out with the new Meat Lovers Pizza, Jeffrey Dahmer's Meat Lovers Pizza, and that, so that was just like, oh no, you can't say that. You got to. And I'm like, but you see, it was a joke behind this. LOL. Like, get out of here, man. We're talking about the documentary, but I get it. A lot of that stuff just don't make sense, man. They trying to censor you for every little thing. So, you know what I'm saying? You got to go a different route, man. So that's what it was. But yeah, the only thing that's messing up was the context I had with different promoters from all around that was helping these fighters get fights. That's the only thing. They reaching out on my email now. So
I'm saying you still got the Ohio Run Boxing. They didn't take that.
Oh yeah, but that page on my Facebook page, I can't even log into it. So that page is still up, but I can't log into it at all. So it's like pretty much.
And they took your personal, your mortgage and all shit too.
Yeah, that's gone.
Yeah.
All that's gone. That's
Yo, it's crazy you say that, Ohio, because they did that shit to my Lord of the Rings page. It's still up, but I can't log in the motherfucker.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yep, I had 12K on there, but I'm not losing no sleep, man. I know how to move now and see how they're real strict on certain things, man. And that's Facebook.
Now, I'm gonna tell you what I'm pissed about, bro. I gotta go back through all my catalog and see when I used your the memes that you had made and shit. Cause that's why I went looking for it. I'm like, yo, my shit. I'm like, cause I had all your shit loaded up in the group. What the hell going on? Like they like, nah, this content is not. I'm like, what the hell?
Wow.
Word, bro. I was like, I took it from your personal page. They took all that shit, bro.
Yeah, bro. They took it all down, but they said I got 30 days and we're gonna evaluate. And if it ain't up to standard, they're gonna just delete the page. They already told me that. I ain't wasting time with that, man. I'm like, it is what it is. So I'm just gonna eventually I'm just gonna start my YouTube and start pushing. I wasn't even doing that. So it's just opening up for bigger and better things, man. That's
it.
You to do some shit we told your ass to be. You supposed to been doing.
Absolutely. Trust me, Kenny Porter, all of them been saying that, man. It's just getting in the game and really pushing it, man. But yeah,
I'm saying you can jump in like right now. how we like kind of like I ain't been hollering at you, bro. I know you saw my video,
Which one?
the Earl Spence video.
Which one? The one with the video with the one that he said it was a TikTok.
Yeah.
Yo, yeah. I saw that. I saw that. I did see that.
So we've been blown up the narrative real fast. Like, yo, y'all got to either come up with real content or we gonna exploit all your fighters. So right now, what you call is looking goofy up here. Like Bill's looking kind of goofy up here right now. You know what I'm saying? Tank out here telling everybody like, I mean, and your boy AB he blew up Bill Haney's whole story, so that really ain't.
Yeah.
Ohio don't give a fuck. Cincinnati's own.
Yeah.
AB said, look, man, listen, this is what happened.
Yeah.
Tank came in. He said Tank came in off the plane after fucking around with us. So you already know what that means.
Mm-hmm.
Came in there. Said Floyd had Bill and Bill and Devin in the car. They didn't let Floyd know that they had already sparred. So when they went, he just they got there and Tank was like, oh, you don't know, I already done beat him up. So then they was like, oh, so now there's money going on. They get in there, ding, doghouse rules. They said Tank hit him with some vicious.
I believe it.
Then they said Tank hit his ass again with some vicious.
I believe it.
In the damn ring said, ho, wait.
Yeah.
My thing is, and here's the thing about the sparring, man. Sparring is sparring. I think sometimes we find ourselves making predictions off sparring that happened 5 or 6 years ago. I went through the same thing with Sean Porter and Earl Spence. There were the Earl Spence guys that were going crazy, talking about, show the footage, go to goodness. Earl did this. Look what he did to Floyd. He gave him a black eye. It was these sparring, theories that was, yes, you get good work, but everybody don't go all in, man. And
no, you're not supposed to.
Right, but they take these sparring stories and they run with it. And I guarantee you, most people are going to pick Tank over Devin because of the sparring.
Hey, listen. Here's the thing with me. I am only going off of that because that's what they going off of.
Oh no, I get what you're saying. I know that's what sparring is good. It's good. It's good for content. It's good to talk about. That's what I'm not talking about those things, but I'm just saying we got people that were willing to they would bet $1,000 based off sparring. That happened 5 years ago, bro. Like
hey, listen.
They were willing to lose. They would lose a lot of money based on something that happened 5 years ago, and not looking at these fighters in the ring and how they're progressing. And
right
now.
now.
Like now,
who's breaking that cardinal rule though?
What you mean?
Who's breaking that cardinal rule of what stays in sparring? What happens in sparring stays in sparring. Who broke that rule? Who broke that rule first? Who just broke it? And now they're just continuously breaking it.
You know who breaks the rules? The motherfuckers with the cell phones that's filming the footage.
No, not even them. Like not even them, because you can easily be like, yo, give me your phone. Like the gym doors are locked and everything.
All right, it's supposed to be enclosed. Yes.
No, you talking about Tank being mad about with Devin and saying they know what happened in sparring. I think he probably, and then sometimes they say that. You got to think about it. Earl never said anything publicly about Broner sparring.
Never.
Hold on. Until 8 or 9 years later, man already got a couple belts. He's like, yeah, whatever happened, yeah, it did. But they were pushing that. Earl wasn't. See, that's the thing. Earl wasn't pushing that. It was the people, and the fans and stuff that was pushing that. And that's where he got the boogeyman. People forget. Earl became a boogeyman on sparring.
Yeah, but see, that's what I'm saying. But if Earl became a boogeyman on sparring, but like he didn't live off of that. Like,
bruh,
Devin Bill, they living off of this damn shit.
You crazy to say he didn't live off that at first because he earned it. Everybody knew he was the boogeyman going in. He got man down, but they was highly on him because of what he did to Floyd in the sparring section.
All right. And
so
Earl,
I don't know where you get that from because
no, I get that, but like Earl's not out here like Earl was never out here like, yo, I beat up Floyd and sparring. He was like, it was good work. I gave him the best work he ever. He was respectful always.
Yeah.
But when it comes to Bill and Devin, they were like, yeah, they know he know what's up.
Yeah. I think it's the part. It's the hype to fight up though. I think the Tank was.
Man, they've been talking about this for years though, bro. Whenever they bring up Tank, they be like, so. Truth be told is what Tank said is true and what Devin said is true. But the only reason that Devin even got his truth is because AB and four of them jumped in the damn ring and saved him before Tank knocked him into over there where Roger was sitting at.
Now here's my thing. If the fight come to fruition and that fight play out, you picking Tank to knock Devin out, right?
Ninth round,
right?
Ninth round.
I disagree. I disagree with that.
Hold on. Let me say, I don't see that, and I'm gonna tell you why. There's been plenty of fights where it come down where you see a guy who actually got hurt. Okay, Devin got hurt in the fight before by Linares, and most
you damn right. You damn right he did.
And most people would say, well, if he got hurt by Linares, he'd get hurt by Tank. He'll be more disciplined when it comes to Tank, when it comes to boxing. I'm going to tell you why. Aristotle Laura, before he fought Canelo, Aristotle Laura, one of the slickest boxers ever, but he got knocked down 3 times by Angulo, who's not even a high-profile guy, and Canelo fought him next. And what was everybody saying before that fight? They were saying, well, if Gulo went down 3 times,
right,
you think Canelo, who's the better boxer, is going to do to Laura?
Right.
But what happened was Canelo flat-foot, don't have feet work, and could not hit Laura. And Gulo knew how to move the ring and cut the distance. That's the difference between him and Canelo. It's all about the styles, not just because a guy got hit and went down. That's why I think Devin goes the distance with Tank, because y'all thinking about him getting hit by Linares or these sparring stories, and that's not matching up with what I'm seeing in the ring. Because when them two fight each other, he's going to be more disciplined
and conscious. He's gonna be conscious. He's gonna be conscious of Tank power.
Absolutely, that's not going. And y'all gonna be surprised that Tank couldn't find him in that fight. I won't, because I've been watching this game for a long time, and I know how these fights play out.
Right
now, can he hit him?
Oh shit!
Absolutely, he can.
But he ain't gonna be able to hit him flush Ohio to put him out.
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I don't think that's going to happen.
Because Devin is gonna move on him. I'm telling you, he's gonna move.
And it's gonna be real. It's not gonna be as easy as what people think. That's why I don't get caught up in the frustrate with the sparring stories. I don't get caught up with what happened to Devin against Linares.
That shit don't mean nothing. Yep. You got headgear on. That shit don't mean nothing.
I'm not picking a ninth round knockout because of the sparring story. I'm just picking a ninth round knockout because it's Tank.
I
feel like Tank gonna figure him out. In 9 rounds, he'll get him.
I see Tank winning by unanimous decision. That's what I see. You know?
That would be huge too. I think
listen, there's nothing wrong. Listen, if you got Devin winning this fight,
never.
I don't have if anybody had Devin winning the fight, I don't hate you because it's a great fight. But in my mind, I got Tank 9th round. Like, I'm gonna be real with you. Me and Shy was going back and forth, and he was like, "What you think about Bud and Porter?" I said he gonna knock him out in the 9th. Matter of fact, I was talking to you about this, Ohio, before they fought, and I said I think gonna knock him out in the 9th. You was like, you really think? You said unanimous decision, and you said Bud probably gonna get him on points.
Yeah,
it was 10th round stoppage.
Even though it was a 10th round stoppage, but it was still controversial because Porter wasn't really hurt.
He said he was hurt. You're right. You absolutely right. It's bad. We're not gonna deflect like that was not controversial. Like Sean. Yeah, I think his dad fucked up the legacy for both of them. I'm gonna be truthfully honest with you.
Yeah. But I heard what you said. But my thing was, it's a no-brainer when you see a guy like Sean take shots like he did, and no one hasn't stopped him. It's not crazy to think that he can go the distance with Crawford.
That's a fact.
That's not crazy at all.
Well, at least let him go out on his shield. Like, bro, the first knockdown was a quick combination. Boom, boom, boom. You was like, oh shit, okay. Then because you walked into a punch that he hit you with all night.
That's why he punched the mat with his glove. He know he played himself. He did wrong, man.
And
You know what I'm saying?
you also got to look at body language. When a guy is really, really hurt, you can get hit and fall on the ground and not be hurt. I remember Mikey Garcia got hit at 135. He fell on his butt. He wasn't hurt. It was a good shot. It was under his feet. And Robert Easter, Mikey Garcia,
just stunned him.
Yeah, great shot. Feet was up under him. He got back up. Mikey wasn't able to land that shot again and put him down because it was more about the footing than the punch. Sean Porter Broner.
Matter of fact, yo, lie.
Yo.
How many times did Floyd knock down Corrales?
Damn.
Like 3 or 4 times, and
I think like 3. Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, I watched it. I think it's like 5 times he knocks him down.
Yeah.
Right. How many of those were, beat down knockdowns? How many?
No, there was flash knockdowns because if a fighter gets knocked down 4 or 5 times, man, and he's not hurt. These are flash knockdowns, my guy.
Knockdowns.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, like I think there was 3 flash knockdowns and 2 how you say, like, pummling combinations where, like, it's best if you might as well like just go ahead and go down.
Yeah, accumulation of punches where you
where Floyd was just too close, too you know what I'm saying? He couldn't move or nothing.
He had the leverage. He had his leverage on him.
Yeah, so he's down, but Floyd, like we talk about Diego Corrales, who that is his only loss.
Yeah.
And we talk about Diego, who came back after eye swollen, not on the other one, just getting knocked down in the 12th and got back up and finished Castillo.
He finished him. Yeah, he stopped him. He did. That was a beautiful fight. That was probably the greatest fight of his career.
Like when you say warrior. Like when I hear MOP they say warrior, Corrales, his image flashed in front of my brain. That's a warrior.
He was a warrior.
Word. So just to be like when you go back to the Sean Porter, his body language didn't say that I'm done with this fight. It was his father saying like I'm not gonna let him hit. I know what Bud does.
I'm gonna take the blame.
I'm gonna go ahead. I'm not gonna let you. The third one ain't gonna be like the first 2. He really gonna size you up, and it's gonna be ugly. I'm gonna go.
Kenny stopped the fight, man, out of fatherly love.
Yeah, but
that was his son. He didn't want to see his son like that.
As a fan, how do you look at it? As a father, you get it.
Exactly.
I think he panicked after he went down the second time. Sean ain't never went down the second time.
Yeah, he didn't know what to do. He was confused.
He actually called it. I actually knew they was retiring before the fight, and I kept asking Kenny when the fight was made, "You sure Sean is gonna retire if he beats Porter? I mean, if he beats Crawford?" He said, "Yeah, we going off to the sunset. We don't have no intention."
They got nothing to prove. Nigga, you told me that when I was in Kentucky. We was on the phone.
No. I said, "You not gonna fight at all?" He said, "Nope."
He said, "We done.
We're done."
He said, "We done."
Yeah, because Sean just made a statement recently that like no amount of money can make him come back. You know what I'm saying?
He said,
and you know what?
He said,
like what Gary said was funny, but what he also said was stupid. Like, I'm about to get this long money, bro. Like, what you gonna give me to get back in the ring? What you gonna give me? Like,
who? Gary Russell?
No. It's like Sean Porter. Like, you gonna give me unless you gonna give me Floyd Mayweather money to get back in the ring? I'm not getting back in the ring. I'm not getting back in the ring.
Some dudes just don't want it no more, man.
You know?
I think it's not even that. It's what you do with your money outside.
What you do with your money outside the ring?
That's a fact.
Andre Ward is another great example of that. They make good investments. They don't have to come back. You can't entice them.
You just and also what the great Marvin Hagler said. You already know it's hard to be a savage. Sleeping on them damn silk sheets.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, when you sleeping on silk and velvet and all that, you know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
you know when you get up and that motherfucker's treating you like Prince Hakeem, and you supposed to go in the ring and be a savage, right?
That's why that can hurt you. That's why I think it happened to a couple of the PBC fighters. Myself, I think they're getting paid great money, and you get guys that get comfortable. You know what I mean? Jamal Charlo, he got comfortable fighting the guys he was fighting. He had them silk sheets. He ain't got to fight no Demetrius. He ain't got to fight Triple G. He was cool. Now, don't get me wrong. He's been ducked on by a couple of people, but he still didn't. I never felt like he was urgent, like he wanted to really make a name for himself. He was okay with the Seleckies and those other guys, man. And I always called him out on that. Like, you getting great money. And here's another reason. Danny Garcia, I remember his dad saying, why fight this guy when you can get paid 1.5 to fight a Rod Salka? So they were saying it publicly. These guys, you know, you get comfortable when you get great money and you start to, you know, saying you start to question some of these guys' legacy. You know what I mean?
Hey, yo, since you said that, I came to ask you, with this PBC and Showtime. Remember, I was saying that I think that Showtime and PBC they gonna come to Paramount next year with these incredible fight cards to prove that they deserve that good old budget.
Is that a question you were saying? What? I didn't understand the question.
I'm saying, like, did you see the press conference today?
Yeah, I never felt like people were trying to say Al Heyman going broke and all this other stuff, and I was hearing this. We've been hearing this for the last 6, 7 years, bro. And I'm not surprised that the card is looking like this. I knew that this was probably coming, and they're gonna have more fights to come. The only thing I have with PBC, and I call them out on, is the inactivity of certain fighters. They need to be active. They need to be active, regardless. You know what I mean? They get paid good money, but they need to be active, man. And that's my thing. I've been calling out when it comes to PBC fighters. These guys got to be humble enough to take a little smaller cut sometimes just to stay active too. Not paying you 3.5 for this fight, 3.5 for that fight, 3.5, and you got 2 tune-ups out of that. I'm not profiting off of that. So they have to work with the promoter and the advisor as well to make this ball roll. I mean, look at Canelo. There's no reason. Lord, that man fought 3 times at the last 6 years. He didn't have more fights than anybody. So we can't make no excuses.
No.
You know, so that's what I call out on PBC. But I for them to sit, for people to say they running out of money and they just I don't think that at all. I think Al is too smart of a businessman to get caught in that. But these guys is going to eventually start having to fight, put on good shows and good fights. We can't keep seeing the good Tank Davis against the Rollies for so long. You know what I mean?
That's a fact. That's a fact. But, this is what I was saying about the shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying they gonna, like, for maybe the first time in a long time, they're gonna have a year with loaded cards.
Well, they're gonna have to.
That's what I'm saying, like, because like everybody act like what I'm saying is a bad thing. Like, first of all, when everybody was getting mad and upset, and I said, yo, if we got Bud and Earl after tax season, would that be so bad?
People have money. People have money. People have money then. You know?
That's what I said. Like, let's let them build this up. Because a great fight takes time to build. They already done been bullshit for the longest time. All right, cool. Now let's put it out to the public. Between now and April, May, they fight. Everybody got money.
All right, so now, say they fight April, May. Now look at the flip side now. All this we going through, all this. They fight. The fight boring as hell. They scared of each other.
Yeah, that can actually happen.
You understand?
Oh, shit.
I mean, so it's crazy.
So, hey, all I'm saying is that I think that Al was on some shit like, yo, listen, I got some, I got some, when you're dealing with people that you used to dealing with, and then after a while, you don't know if that person, the person that hand you the check may not be the same person that hand you the check the last few years. He may tell you to come into his office and cross his leg and say, "Show me something." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and Al on some shit like, and it's nothing. Like every boss gets tested, and I kept telling everybody, I'm like, yo, as mad as y'all gonna get, Al was like, yo, listen, I'm about to save whatever money this is left for, but this next year is when I'm about to give you something. And come January, he giving you boots, and I got a whole list over here. Everybody, I want to, because people getting smashed jumping over here to Showtime.
He did the same thing with Broner undercard. I remember him having a stacked undercard in Cincinnati with Lucas Matisse fighting, and then he had Andre Berto on the undercard too at the time. All of them got knockouts, and that was on the Emmanuel Taylor. That was a great card.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Great card.
You feel what I'm saying? Like you have the card is great. Like AB sold the fight, AB sold the card. AB dropped homie in the last round. Mm-hmm. It was a great undercard. He sold it for Cincinnati. I mean, the pay-per-view, I paid for the shit. Like, come on.
Yep.
Like, get it back to the old days when you was putting on fights on NBC, my nigga.
Word.
But my thing is, they got to be realistic. That's why I was trying to tell people, they didn't understand what Al was doing with some of these fighters when they putting on these pointless pay-per-views, and I didn't think they was pointless pay-per-views. You remember me telling you that? I don't know if you do or not, but I was telling people that Al was negotiating with the fighters through the pay-per-view. Now he's been paying these guys great money, so now he's going to show them how much they really worth through the pay-per-views. Get what I'm saying? So you're not going to be coming to the table after you do 4 numbers. You're not going to be coming to the table with me talking about, hey, what about that 2.5? Because he's going to be like, what about your pay-per-view? I have showed you that I've been overpaying you over the years.
Right. Now, are they going to pay per view? Basically, is what he's saying to him.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That's it. And that's what I said. People was like, they was like, oh, Al doing this. They going, no, Al was doing that before he get to the red. Al is looking ahead. Way before he get to the red, he's looking ahead, and he's going to have his fighters under now. And this is the thing that he did with them dudes was great. Now you got Luis Ortiz, and you got guys like Areola and other guys. You think they can get on pay-per-view on Top Rank or Matchroom or anything?
Man, Bob gonna put them niggas on $9.99 ESPN Plus.
ESPN Plus.
So not only did he do that, but he put them in a great situation, just showing them that y'all ain't gonna even get the treatment that y'all gonna think y'all gonna get when you cross the street. Ain't nobody putting y'all on pay-per-view. Ain't nobody taking the backlash like I am for showcasing these. Because let's be honest, they wasn't pay-per-view worthy. Charles Martin versus Luis Ortiz was not pay-per-view.
Definitely was not. Definitely was not.
And it's not hating, it's just the fact. But I also have to look at the bigger picture, what Al was doing. He's putting these guys in position to get less money and earn it. Now I done gave y'all great money, but here I gotta take some pay cuts back. Now y'all dudes who have to earn who deserve what.
All right, and you might have to Ohio, you might have to take this next fight for 100,000. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, listen, what you gonna say? Like,
what are you gonna say?
And on top of that, some of them losing. And this is one of the things that's so funny. I've seen a lot of guys that leave Al Heyman. Most of them have multiple losses, 3 to 4 losses, and they might have a certain. Vanes Monterosen was one of them. He lost, and when I seen the opportunity he had after he was losing with Al, it was crazy to me for him to leave and try to talk bad about Al. But the moment he lost to Triple G, you start seeing him talking about regretting. He started talking about, dang, they throwing me to the. I ain't getting no love after the Triple G because he had it made. He was still getting great fights, even when you coming off losses. Look at Ugas. Ugas is with Al Heyman. He got 4 losses, and he became a world champion and was still able to get high-profile fights.
Hell yeah. Facts.
Still was able to get Terrell Goucher. He's out of Cleveland. He still get good fights, and he's losing them.
Yep, Goucher. Yep.
Julian J. Rock. You know what I'm saying? I can go on and on about some of these guys.
Yeah, you're right.
Fights the ones who are actually at the top are the ones who are winning, and that's the Tank, that's the Earl. You know, those guys are winning the fights they're supposed to win, and they're putting Al is able to shine through them. Jamel is winning the fights he's supposed to win. Look where he at. He's their first undisputed champion.
All right.
He's winning. I knew that Broner was going to bump heads with Al because he was still thinking he was worth this when he was still losing it. He didn't understand that dollar is going to start getting low.
All right.
Everybody ain't going to pay you like that, Broner. Yes, you the dude, but you ain't winning, bro.
And your Ohio, the less punches you throw, the less money you're going to get.
I mean, that's reality. That's just reality, man. Like, I don't get some of these people's mindsets, man, when it comes to this boxing, because it's like, bro, it's just 1 + 1 is 2 to me. That's how I look at it.
Facts.
But you got to call all these organizations out too. Al Heyman and PBC is no different. I rock with PBC. I rock with DAZN. I rock with a lot of them. But they all can never be to a place where they can't be criticized for certain things they do.
That's right. Nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect. That's right.
Yeah, they can. Call them out. It doesn't mean you a hater because you calling them out.
It's just you see certain situations that you ain't comfortable with.
Facts.
So
speak on it. That's what I said. I respect people who just speak on it, but there are people that got narratives who just always got something negative to say about Top Rank. Always got something negative to say about DAZN. You got some of them that show that, but my thing is, I give them credit when credit is due, but I also go tell it like it is. You know what I'm saying? De La Hoya, he's horrible. He's great at promoting Mexican fighters, but horrible at promoting black fighters. That's just he just don't have no interest. I wouldn't tell a fighter to sign with De La Hoya. I just wouldn't. A black fighter, what are you gonna be on the shelf?
Yep, definitely.
But when it comes to Hispanic, he gonna shine.
They gonna unknown. They gonna shine. You know, so
facts. You know what I'm
that's
saying?
just how this shit is, man.
That's it, man. And you just gotta call it like you see it with some of these guys.
That's it.
I hope I'll make a strong push this year because my concern is just great card, but when is we gonna see the next great card? Is you gonna wait till what, August for the next great card?
Or next June?
Right.
Not this June, next June. Like, come on, man.
Give us something, man. Because look, it's like these fighters be active, and if they stay active, they're at their best. It's really hard to really evaluate some of these guys when they ain't fight once a year. It's like, man, that's tough, man. That's really, really tough.
Mm-hmm. And look, Ohio, Sammy Watson, that's my partner, man. You know, I be hollering at him, but he be acting like, he don't know what the fuck going on. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, man, what the hell? That's why I call Al Charlie's angel. Charlie. You don't see him. You never see, you know what I mean? Like,
that is funny.
I don't know, man.
I hope Crawford and Earl do fight. I do hope they fight.
Me too.
I wouldn't be surprised if the fight don't happen though. I just wouldn't be surprised. I think the way the negotiations went, the way Crawford was putting stuff on the public, and they both going back and forth. That can be a build-up, but it also could be. Al can also look at it like, damn, I gave you a bullshit offer. You trying to make it look like I'm just shitting over you. Now, when you fight David Anastasia, and you want to come back to the negotiation that you did horrible business with. Does that make any sense?
Nope.
You know what I mean? Like, does that make any sense that they had made me do all the runaround, and now all of a sudden you go get this 10 million, then you come back to the table saying I'm ready to fight now. Now I'm ready for your offer. I don't know.
Hundreds.
I hope it can though. Like I said, I'm a fan of the sport, man. I love it. I do hope they come together and make that, but it's still risky.
Ohio, let me ask you a question. Who you feel winning that fight?
I've been saying this for the last 4 to 5 years. I think Terrence Crawford wins that fight because I think he just brings a little bit more to the table. Now, I still think it's a 50-50 fight, but
Right.
one thing Crawford bet not do, he bet not stay in the pocket with Earl and try to exchange with that.
Exactly.
Because that's what Earl became an Olympian off of. That's what Earl got those 3 belts off of. He can bang on the inside. That's his bread and butter.
It goes downstairs on you like a mother, you know?
So I respect Earl when it comes to that, but I got Crawford, man. I definitely think this Crawford is a different beast and turn it on. But it can also be a boring fight too, where they both hesitate, like you just mentioned.
I'm telling you, straight up. I'm telling you.
It can definitely be one of those fights where they both hesitate and no one trying to take
Uh-huh.
You definitely hit that on the head. I didn't even think about that till you mentioned it. That's kind of crazy.
I'm telling you, it happens, Ohio. It happens, man.
Wow,
so much hype to nothing. You know what I mean?
Wow, yeah. I didn't even think about that. That can actually definitely happen.
Because you know what? You know what they probably thinking? Floyd Pacquiao.
Oh man, I hope not.
Floyd Pacquiao.
Floyd Pacquiao, they thinking like, all that, Pacquiao gonna get to him, blah, 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 blah. And Floyd just, nigga, hold it. Bah, bah.
And you know what's so crazy? I was a Floyd hater over the years. I did respect Floyd. And when he beat Manny, I knew for a fact he could have beat Manny 10 years earlier. It did not matter what year they fought, bro. I just said, you know what? Floyd was a whole new beast, and I had to start respecting him after that. But I used to love to hate Floyd, man. But I respect the dude because he good. Floyd was good.
Yeah.
I was jumping up and down when Sugar Shane hit that motherfucker. I was like, drop him, bro.
You rock the shit out of him. You know?
Hey, I was cheering, but Floyd is just he's great. And let me tell you why I respect Floyd so much. He took the craft serious, man. He wasn't in the clubs, man. He took his craft serious, and I think everybody overlooked it. The ones who know boxing, they know, man. He played boxing,
closed himself in the gym and got it together. You know?
Yeah.
Yo,
it was conditioned.
I respect that.
I say that to say this. Ohio, what you think? And lie. What y'all think of Jamal last weekend at the Regis fight, man? Just drunk as hell.
See? Hold on. Not to cut you off. No, Pop, not to cut you off. Ohio just said it, though. Floyd, don't hang out, don't drink, and none. He just said that. Now you see what's going to happen, what you talking about. Now let him keep drinking and all. You'll see what happens. You know what I'm saying?
They take it.
Let him keep sleeping on this game, man. Let him keep sleeping. And see when we get his head put out.
Yep, I think they take it for granted, man. I think some of these fighters it's almost like if you can get away with it. Mike Tyson was doing cocaine and different things
everything
for a while, and then it caught up with him. Now, mind you, he was beating guys like that. The moment he got whooped by Buster Douglas, people wanted to bring up the cocaine and the drugs.
The partying.
I get it. That does play a part. But guys, y'all ain't mentioned this when he was winning the last 7 fights like this.
They was loving him.
You get what I'm saying?
They was loving him.
No one wanted to bring that up. Like he was still doing the same exact thing. It just caught up with him. That's right. It just caught up with him. And you can't take that away from Buster because his mom died a couple days before the fight.
All I'm saying is that, like, I caught a lot of flack with the fucking. Well, I didn't catch a lot of flack, but I caught some personal flack with some dudes that like I really know, but because they from Long Island, they was like, I'm like, yo, bro, listen, just cause homie family from here, don't mean you gotta rock with homie. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, homie ain't doing what he's supposed to be doing.
Right, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So when I seen Charlo, like, hold on, like Ohio, I know you probably saw it, but did you see it? I seen it. You saw both of them or just one?
Both.
So, bro, for him to be talking about we can fight, you jump in 2 weight class, you going up 15 pounds, talk about you skipping the Mexican monster who calling you out to go fight Bivol, who already beat the guy that you want to fight at 175, and you saying we can fight for undisputed. You only got one belt at 160. Then you say we can fight for the glory. Then you get drunk, and then when you see somebody else see you like, yeah, but you see Bivol calling me out. Bro, you sound like a fucking crackhead.
Yeah, he does. It's
Yo,
crazy.
you know,
I can't defend all of it. I can tell you.
no, you can't.
Bro, like, you know what I'm saying? And then when you talk about like, you talk about that's one brother. That's one brother. Before you respond, that's one brother. The second brother, for the longest, don't nobody know. Ain't nobody been talking about it but me. Y'all know where Jamel been at, right?
Where?
Everybody swear Jamel been in the in the gym training. Jamel been walking that goddamn runway aisle, bro.
Oh,
the what?
Model?
You ain't know?
Modeling?
Hold on, wait, stop, bro, stop.
So he's not.
You know what? This is one of the times where I actually can inform Lord of the Rings on some shit. And Ohio, nigga, he a model for Balenciaga.
And Balenciaga, them motherfuckers is pedophiles.
Oh no, man, no.
He been modeling for months, my nigga.
No, I ain't been knowing that, but here's my thing. Here's my thing on that. Even if he's, I'm not gonna take that in as he's not. I don't like when people do that too. Sometimes we'll sit there and say, okay, he modeling, so he ain't taking boxing serious. He still got to live life outside of boxing, man. Like,
I do, but hey, that just goes back to the
hold on. You're right, Ohio. You're right. You're right about that. But by the same token, he has to stay conditioned.
yeah, but here's my thing. If he goes to the runway and does a runway on the show and goes back to the gym 2 days later, how do we know that? How do we know that he's just going on the runway all the week? I think it's open for assumptions. That's why I don't really touch on those. Now, if he's really not, Jamel can just give us videos and say he in the gym when he really not in the gym.
Right.
Okay, so I don't even want to fall for that when that's being posted. You know who tricked us with that? Andy Louise did that shit. Andy Louise was showing videos like he was back in the gym. They even had fake pictures of him like he lost weight when he actually gained more weight.
Hell yeah, fat as a motherfucker. You're right.
That's what I'm saying. I'm just like right now, I'm just giving a little information.
No, I'm
that's good information.
That's not little. That's good information. I didn't know he was modeling.
But yo, you taught me something, man. I didn't know he was in that model.
That's nothing little about that.
He been modeling. Yo, why you think you ain't heard nothing from him in months?
He making that money though.
He been walking that runway, and it just goes back to say once again, the great Marvin Hagler. It's hard to be a savage.
So you think? Hold on. So you think him walking the runway for months? He been doing it and just not in the gym. Can you?
Hey, listen. I'm not saying. I'm just saying. Like, if I was Stephen A. Smith, you would be like,
Yeah, I'm not gonna be so fast to jump on it. The man got all 4 belts. You know what I'm saying?
But all right,
he went to war for them damn belts too. So
if he look, he can run. He can run on the runway if he wants to, as long as he be prepared them 8 weeks before that fight when it's time.
Right.
I'm just saying, like, cause remember when they was going? Remember before when they was going back and forth with Mel and Bud, and Bud said, "You keep running your mouth, I'm gonna come up there and take your belt." Right after that, you didn't hear Mel talking no more.
Right.
He went to Paris.
That's where it started at, the runway.
See, that's not he not only hit the runway, bro. He hit the runway in Paris.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Just like
the real glory.
But here's my thing. I get what you're saying. You know what I mean? Where it can look like he's not taking the sport serious. I also look at these fighters. They got a life too, and they're not programmed to be in the gym 24/7. They still have a life. And I think we have to,
absolutely, you absolutely right. But I'm just saying, when we talking about these 3 Texas fighters, then you come back with Earl, and Earl talking about some. I'm tired.
No. I get what you. Let me tell you how to tell the difference when you know a guy that's been lacking, and I think you know this. So it ain't like I'm schooling you because you know this. But they had those fat camps. Broner. Look at Broner. Look at Earl. Look at these guys that had these darn fat caps. And I remember this sequence. I remember the difference between Earl Spence and Terrence Crawford when they met in that back room. And you remember this. Y'all remember the scene. He grabs Earl and said, "You fat." And Earl
See, he
grabs
said,
Crawford.
that's fat.
He grabbed Crawford and said, and Crawford looked at him and said, "Yeah." That was levels. Right there showed you who do what.
Right.
That showed you right there who do what. But again, you still seen Terrence Crawford at the fight having a good time. Does not mean he don't put in work. But Earl Spence showed you his fat camp. That's what Crawford was exposing when
he hang up. He hang out too much. That's right.
When he grabbed him,
that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't get mad at me for exposing like what he doing outside of boxing.
Yeah.
Still like reflects on like what, like, okay, like if this man was like he had real estate like Tevin Farmer, I'd be like, you know, that lets me know that, you know, Tevin Farmer really don't like when Tevin Farmer, I started seeing the shit on YouTube, I started checking his page, I was like, he about to be done with boxing.
He got trucking companies and shit.
You know what I'm saying? He got trucking companies, he got real estate, like he don't give a damn about that damn Mickey Bay fight. He give a fuck about that.
Right.
Oh, y'all ain't got no word? I ain't got to get hit? Okay, cool. I'm about to sue y'all, and then once I get the money from that, I'm going to just pay off whoever helped me. I don't need no money from that. I'm about to get paid. Like, I got real estate all over Philadelphia.
No, he does, and I think that's the goal too, man. I never hate on a fighter that get the money and get out because you don't want to keep getting beaten. I actually think Broner gonna keep fighting, man. He gonna keep fighting till he about 45 because it's what he's doing outside of the ring with his money that concerns me. There's no really investment. It's like you got to make the best of this opportunity with Black Prime. Take this $10 million or whatever they're gonna give you and try to make the best of it because
do something with it because you ain't gonna. Yo, look. That's the end of the road right there. You hear me?
Yep.
So I mean, like, you gotta wisen up, man.
Let me.
I seen somebody. I was telling Combat the other night that I seen an interview about a year ago with Chocolito, and he had a interpreter there, but I could tell from the way he was talking that he was gonna get that Estrada fight, and that was gonna be his last hoorah. And he knew it. He knew it. Like he knew that this Estrada fight is the last hoorah, the last big payday. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Anything else after this, it's gonna be, you know, a decent check, but you know, you getting title shots and shit like that after this, probably not, unless they're gonna feed you to somebody.
Oh yeah, it's done. He should. Matter of fact, he should do what Sean Porter did. It was time to leave because now what you gonna do? You gonna be a gatekeeper? What they gonna put you at Enos? I mean, who else was you gonna fight without a title on the line? It was like they feed you to the wolves.
Because after this,
it's time to become a journeyman and a club fighter.
Nah, ain't even that. It's time. Listen, you get you some fights on some weak cards that you know they trying to build a fighter. You get to pick now, like, yo, I'm about to sit back. Nah, you ain't about to feed me to these young wolves. Nah, I'm gonna beat me up somebody on one of these cards that you trying to push up this because I got a name. And they be like, well, who on that undercard? And they be like, oh, okay. But I'm like, nah, he at a point right now where you don't want to get retired. Because, you know, in boxing, you get retired.
You gotta believe it.
You know, everybody not walking out with the, like, this ain't football or basketball where, like, boxers don't get the Jordan moment, the Elway, the Jerome Bettis. You don't get that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't get to go out on top like that. You know what I'm saying? It don't happen. I mean, everybody want this Floyd shit, but, like, you don't understand how, like, name somebody else that went out with their bearings.
Yeah, it's hard. It's really hard when it comes to boxing.
Come on, man.
That's why when I be teaching these fighters, whatever, I always tell them, listen, move your head and keep your hands up so you can have your marbles, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Move your head. Keep your hands up, baby. Word.
That's key. That's the key, man. I see the Jiggernaut said, bro, when Mike Tyson left factors other than boxing influence him, let other factors other than boxing influence him, he could have been undefeated. Respectfully, he could have still been undefeated. But one thing about Mike, when he met a guy that can actually meet him skill for skill, and he could knock him out, he didn't last. Like Mike could, if Mike could knock you out, it was gonna be a long night. And I think Mike, most of his wins came off elimination. Mike was still a beast, but most of the guys we seen in the ring the fight was over before it started. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys.
Yo,
Look, Ohio, like, see, Mike trainers, that's my former trainers. That's my stablemate, Mike. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I always tell people, Mike was not a boxer. Mike was a slugger. You understand what I'm saying? He didn't have boxing ability. So when he ran into a boxer, that's why he lost.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying?
Mike Holyfield was another dog. When you go,
a boxer, Ohio, a boxer. Boom, a boxer.
Mm-hmm.
Mike is a slugger, hoping and looking for that one-punch knockout. You know what I'm saying? Nah. A boxer sets you up and breaks you down to the last compound. That's what a boxer does.
That's real.
So
I just think he could have been a little bit better if he didn't have the out of the ring aspects he was doing. But I don't know about undefeated. I think sometimes we put too much into the
too much
into the outside when sometimes it's just the style of the fighter. That's
and you see what happened with him and Holyfield. This is what I'm saying.
He couldn't be Holyfield on his best day.
No, because he was a boxer.
Yeah, he couldn't be Holyfield on his best day. My dad loved Holyfield, but I grew up I liked the Tyson, so
what you call? He did a little short on the shit today. Showbiz the adult. And he was like, it's so crazy. You said something about Mike. He was like, difference between Mike and Ali is that when it came to lower competition, Mike made the lower competition look. He made it look easier than Ali. Like Ali still dominated, but Mike, you know what I'm saying, like almost killed him. But when Ali fought a great fighter, Ali beat a great fighter. When Mike fought a great fighter, he didn't beat a great fighter. You can't call like Frank Bruno was a good fighter, but he wasn't. He's not going into the Hall of Fame. He may be in the Hall of Fame, but he's not like the guy that you be like, yeah, like Frank Bruno.
Yeah, absolutely. I think Mike got some decent wins. I wouldn't disrespect him. Like
he got some decent wins, but like he don't got the wins that when we be like, I was in here like matter of fact, I was arguing with Nam, and he had to agree later, but in the argument, I was like, yo, bro, Lennox may be.
What?
I was trying to tell Nam. I said, yo, Lennox Lewis has an argument for greatest of all time. He was like, fuck him, he ain't better than Mike. I was like, bro, you know he beat Mike up, man. Like, let's be real.
Because Lennox Lewis was a boxer, Pop.
Yo, I
with
say
a jab. With a jab.
But here's the worst thing. If Lennox Lewis would have just picked a country, that's the whole thing, bro. Like, he didn't Lennox Lewis didn't get popular, and you know this, Live, because we from up here. Until he started screaming at Queens, like big up the Queen.
Right.
When he started screaming big up the Queens, niggas all over the country was like, nah, Lennox is my man. Yeah. Like you see, like there's a way to market a fighter. Like they put him on In the House with LL Cool J. They like, oh yeah, he from Queens. He fuck with the niggas from Queens. Right. After that, but if he would have been big up from Queens early in his career when he had the high top fade, different story.
Right.
But at first, you're Jamaican boy, you're raised over there in England, Canada, and the Olympics. Then you go back over there, and they're like, we don't know who. Oh man, you just a man without a country. You out here whooping ass with no country.
Yeah,
Right.
I couldn't stand Lennox Lewis, but he was another good fighter too, man. He was good. My
A
dad,
boxer
like,
with a jab.
oh yeah, he was just it was the Lennox definitely go down as one of the best, man. You gotta respect him, but yeah, he actually was sponsored by Fubu before too, which is crazy.
Yeah, bro, he fucking with LA. He was fucking with LL.
Yep. Full spot.
Yeah, he got it. He finally got it. He like, yo, I gotta fuck with niggas real quick.
Hey, he had Fubu rocking, bro. He was rocking the Fubu.
Fatty girl. Who on that song? Who, me? Fatty girl. I'm just saying, bro, like, you gotta look at it like how he figured it out, like, oh, this is how I'm gonna do it. Like, I'm from Queens. Fuck Canada. You know what I'm saying? I'm from matter of fact, I'm from Jamaica, Queens. Fuck Canada, fuck London. Big up the Queen. Big up. Niggas was like, oh, he that dude.
He know we had to get over here to advertise, man. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yo, bro, on some real shit. In North Carolina, niggas was saying he was gonna beat Mike when they fought. That's where I was at when the fight happened, bro. We paid for that fight, bro. Niggas in North Carolina was saying, like, once he grabbed a place, you feel me? Like that, like niggas don't realize how much that really means. Like, who are you fighting for, bro? Are you fighting for us, or are you fighting for them niggas? You know what I'm saying?
You know what, man? You just brought something to my attention when you said that too. When you like, ordering that fight. It's so different today in this generation, man. But when I was coming up, families were a little bit more closer, and we would order those fights, and everybody would be in the house support together. And now, we had this. A lot of people are single now in this generation. Everybody's separated. Money is tight. It's totally different. But we had no problem back in the day ordering fights on HBO or with the big Budweiser in the middle of the ring. I remember watching that, and it was no problem because these guys we knew we was gonna get some warriors that was gonna leave it all out there on the line, man.
Yo,
that was crazy that you said that.
I'm gonna keep it 100 with you, bro. Like when, like just up until a few years ago, when they changed everything around. Bro, when Floyd was fighting, if I wasn't paying for that fight, yo, lie, we was going to Terrace crib, $10 to get in.
Believe it.
Everything you want to eat.
Believe it.
He got ordering pizza.
Everything.
We gonna eat, drink.
That was
if you want to smoke, you gotta go outside. But if it's summertime, you know what I'm saying? The whole house got to fight. Docs got to fight outside.
That was the times, yeah.
Times right there, bro. It's just like, nowadays after the COVID shit, But before then, bro, I'm like, listen, I ain't about to spend this damn $80 for this Floyd fight. I'm about to go over his Terrace crib, see everybody I know. I'm gonna watch the fight. He got fucking what? Them shits. What? Was 2 12-footers. He got like 6 12-foot subs in that bitch. He ordering pizza. His wife cooking chicken,
everything,
throwing cheese and shit. Like, and he do it so perfectly. The older heads upstairs, and the young boys you want to smoke that shit. Go downstairs outside. And that's how, and you can hear the old heads come upstairs and they'll run upstairs like, you see that shit, boy? You don't know nothing about that. You know what I'm saying? They let us know, like, yeah, boy, look, them old heads know. But now, like, for 3 years now, we got to do that. We the old heads now. We got to bring them young people to do it.
I don't know.
Let me give y'all a fight before I head out of here, man, because I got to head to work, man. It was good chopping.
Yeah, and I'm glad you said that, Ohio, because I got 1% on my phone. That shit gonna fuck around and cut off.
Okay. Who would win out of Miguel Cotto and Sean Porter at 147?
Sean Porter.
You got Porter over Miguel?
Totally.
At 147?
Sean is too busy for him. He throws so many punches.
That would have been a good fight. That would have been.
It would have been. Cotto would have been trying to dig hard, but nah, Sean would have been too active for him.
You know what?
Sean is an active fighter, man. I'm telling you.
He is active. You know what? The only way I see Miguel Cotto that fought Floyd is the only way I see him winning that fight.
That's it.
The Miguel Cotto that fought Floyd Mayweather, that's got to be it. But I gotta go with Lord of the Rings.
I got Sean for your question, Ohio. You heard?
Okay. Well, I'm glad you. Thanks for answering it, man. I'm about to get up out of here. I'm gonna holler.
All right, I'm gonna holler at both y'all, man. You heard?
Yo, I'm gonna shut it down. It's coming at 2 hour mark.
It's been real. It's been real. Ohio runs boxing.
You know what?
Popping a lot of shit. You heard?
I'm gonna holler at you, bro.
All right, bro.
Stay up.
Oh, but listen, real fast, yo. It's an amateur fight next month, 21st in Patchogue. We gotta go to.
Say less.
Okay. Yep.
We there. So, that's today's show. Look, I got my adopted daughter. She just looking at me like, I know she looking at me like, how the hell you do this shit?
Oh, you was on the show?
Yeah, I've been on the show the whole while, 2 hours. Whole while you was here. Nope.
When you get like that, you just start talking.
Yeah, I just thought, well, my name is Popular the Shit. What am I supposed to do? Exactly.
Be normal for once.
Dude, what's that?
I don't know. You tell me, Pop.
Exactly. I don't know what's normal. On that note, I'm gonna leave on the best weed song ever made. Best weed song ever made. Ha ha. Hope y'all enjoy it, man. I enjoy doing this with you. But wrong thing. I'm out of here. Been on here 2 hours. I'm hungry. I'm gonna fix me something to eat. See who else doing what. Enjoy the rest of your night. Hope you smoke good. Matter of fact, might as well show the video. We up out of here.
Can you go to a liquor store?
Oh, smoking weed. Weed is from the earth. God put this here for me and you. Take advantage, man. Take advantage.
I used to love her, now I need her. I can't leave her. I violated probation cause I mistreat her. She got me caught up in the rapture like Miss Anita. Her name's Mary, but the old hands for a reefer. We was cool since grade school. After I hit, I forget shit and act like a damn fool. She always makes me laugh. She got the right touch. She lived in Philly, but grew up in the Dutch. The first time was too much. Now I lust for the head rush we get every time we fuck. I was a young buck, now I'm grown. I would never be the same if you leave me alone. You're a one of a kind, but everybody tries to clone. But you remain up in the class of your own. I can't lie, I'm in the zone. Reminiscing about my first love, so I decided to write a song.
Excuse me, brother. What we call drug descendant, 4th Street Baptist Church, we call us citizens.
Well, around here, between Normandy and Weston, we call this here a little 20 twin.
One's for the money, two's for the green. Purple Kush, White Widow, G13. Three's for the weed man, special delivery. If it ain't that fit, please keep it away from me. I smoked out of blunt racks, smoked out of bombs. I smoked out of one, now it's 6 feet long. I smoke from the chalice with the dread, from the Avalok who Cincy. Star put me on my ass. I mixed it with the bomb, mixed it with the hash. Never sniffed coke, shrooms made a nigga laugh. I smoke high grades, government tested. Smoke roach spray like niggas thought the weed was infested. I've been here, been there, and came back. Catch me at the spot where you got no green at. Smoke so much my memory's off. Shit, I can't even remember my last ball. Damn.
And I've been getting high all week. Hey, Dan. Come here. Hey, like you got shit to do tomorrow, you don't have to go to work. Got a drink. Hey, let's go make you high. You ain't got shit to do.